Those are not the only changes. Immediate former Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Devolution, Nelson Marwa, earlier said he would deal sternly with the cartels deeply entrenched in the ministry and who he says had hijacked procurement operations at the ministry and frustrated service delivery. He was appearing before Parliament's Public Accounts Committee to answer to audit queries at the ministry. But as Vincent Oduor reports, this would be his last act, as he has this evening been moved from the ministry to the Ministry of Labour as Principal Secretary in Social Protection, Pensions and Senior Citizens Affairs Department.
Nelson Marwa, who until this evening was Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Devolution, presented before Parliament's Accounts Committee the answers to the Auditor General's questions on the ministry's expenditure in the 2014-2015, 2015-2016 financial years. Marwa admitted to the presence of cartels at the ministry that he says had hijacked procurement services, siphoning off public resources and stalling service delivery in a ministry that was tainted by claims of loss of 791 million shillings at the National Youth Service back in 2015.
I've already done a baseline survey, and the cartels are serious. There are so many.
Yes.
They are hovering around every corridor,
but
they are not going anywhere.
Fully surrendered.
Okay.
The ministry officials had been taken to task over failure to trace and recover some 1.7 million shillings in interests owed to the ministry by 26 former staff. The committee has ordered them to recover the money by August 2018.
We have been able to liaise with our HR department. We have attached the copies that you have sent to the various offices that were transferred to.
The ministry also has pending bills worth 18 million shillings. 11 million shillings of that amount had been budgeted for. The ministry anticipates that the figure could rise to over 300 million shillings for goods and services delivered in 2018.
I really don't know how your committee and other parliamentarians can assist us to come up with measures that make it compulsory for the National Treasury to release funds for the budget they have approved. Because it doesn't make sense for them to give us a budgetary provision, then there is no corresponding exchequer to finance the provision.
We have put in place, Honorable Chair, a committee to interrogate the validity of these pending bills before they are paid.
Marwa assured the committee that he would deal with the cartels at the ministry, citing corruption and misappropriation of public resources as the biggest threat to the devolved system of governance. But he will not stick around for the implementation phase, as he has been moved to the Labour Ministry as Principal Secretary, Social Protection, Pension and Senior Citizens. Vincent Oduor, NTV.